State University College of Criminal Justice Education. And we will continue our discussion in Layer 1, or the Law Enforcement Organization and Administration, an interagency approach as provided by CMO 5 of 2018. And last discussion natin, we discussed the different functions of police administration. And number one of the function is the planning. And planning is the determination in advance of how the objective of the organization will be attained. And it is also the process of selecting goals and determining how to achieve it. Another definition of planning is, it is the process of setting performance, objectives, and identifying the actions needed to accomplish them. And secondly, we have the so-called organizing. Another function of police administration is organizing. Organizing means that it involves the determination and allocation of men and women, as well as the resources of an organization to achieve predetermined goal or objectives of the organization. Okay, so that is number 2. Number 3 is directing, another function. And directing means it involved the overseeing and supervising of the human resources and the various activities in an organization to achieve, through cooperation and cooperative efforts, the predetermined goals or objectives of the organization. It is the process of giving orders, ang sabi po dyan. It is the process of giving commands. It is the process of giving instruction to personnel in order to accomplish the goals or objectives of an organization. So dyan po tayo nagtapos in our last discussion. Now, we will continue discussing the different functions of police organization. And fourthly, we have the so-called staffing. And staffing means it is the task of providing competent men to do the job and choosing the right men for the right job. Alam nyo, kung ang bawat organization ay susundin lamang ito at hindi magbabase sa palakasan system, then 100% sure na ang isang organization, ang bawat organization natin ay talagang magiging effective and efficient sa kanilang mandates. Why? Dahil ang mga nagwo-work doon, nakaluklok doon ay compatible or they are eligible in handling that position. So yan yung ginagawa ng staffing. They are making sure na ilalagay doon sa task ang i-assign na mag-lead at uupo sa mga position ay mga competent men, competent women based on their expertise, based on their specialization, at hindi doon sa kakilala lamang at hindi doon sa malakas lamang doon sa nakaupo. So yan po yung ginagawa ng staffing. Another, staffing means it involves good selection and processing of reliable and well-trained personnel. Take note of the word good selection and processing of reliable and well-trained personnel. Hindi yung pinulot lamang dyan sa kangkungan at dahil malakas siya ay nukuna na walang mga qualification, then sigurado ako, pagka yun ang naupo, either yan ay malalasing sa authority or makasisira siya sa isang organization. Now, Ang sabi pa dito, staffing means the filling of the organization with the right people in the right position. And in every position, there is an equivalent qualification. Hindi pwedeng basta-basta maglalagay. No, there is a qualification na kailangan i-meet para mapuno ang pangangailangan sa mga key position ng isang organization. Now, there are 5 at least different staffing activities para nang sa ganun ay maging maayos ang staffing pattern ng isang organization. Staffing means ito ay paglalagay ng tao sa organization. Paglalagay na qualified and competent and expert doon sa kanilang position. Now, number 1 of staffing activities is recruitment. Recruitment means it is a set of activities and processes used to legally obtain a sufficient number of right people for specific positions. So, that is number 1, recruitment. And there's so many ways kung paano mai-recruit or maka-encourage ng mga aplikante na mag-apply sa kanilang organization. Like for example, sa Philippine National Police, ang kanilang recruitment process ay through advertisement, through announcement, wherein ang kanilang ilalagay ay yung kanilang salary, kung magkano ang salary, and then yung security or yung kasiguruduhan ng trabaho, and iba pang mga benefits na pwede nila makuha habang sila ay nasa organization. So kung mahina ang way of recruitment ng isang organization, then expect na walang aplikante na mag-a-apply. That's why pagandahan ng mga klase or paraan on how to recruit applicants na magkaroon ng interest na mag-apply or mag-join sa isang organization. So ganun, sa Philippine National Police, ipinapakita nila doon concerning sa pagiging competent ng organization regarding sa compensation, sa mga benefits, and other privileges, and then meron silang chance na mag-serve sa government, mag-serve sa community, mag-serve sa public. So yan yung ilan sa mga way kung paano nila ini-encourage ang mga applicant na mag-apply sa kanilang organization. And I think ang Philippine National Police ay successful sa kanilang recruitment process. Why? Bagamat kokonti ang quota, and yet thousands of applicant ang nagsasubmit ng kanilang application showing interest doon sa slot na yon para sila ay makapasok sa gobyerno. Okay, so that is number 1, staffing activities, and that is recruitment. Another activities is the selection. Selection means the process of choosing from among the candidates the most suitable person. Okay, selection process. Choosing the best among the best, that is selection. Okay, for the current position or for future position. Let's say sa Philippine National Police ay every year nagkakaroon ng twice na quota na recruitment. Let's say ang ginagawa nila ay 300, 400 lamang ang kukunin but ang nag-apply ay nasa 1,000, 2,000. Then, there are a lot of tests na gagawin, a series of examination para ma-ensure na yung pipiliin ng organization, ng police organization, ay yung pinaka-the best na aplikante. Yung pinaka-qualified na aplikante. So yung 2,000 na yun, hindi lahat yun kukunin. Okay? At sa paglipas ng napakaraming mga process at examination, then they will choose who among these 2,000 applicants ang maka-join lamang sa police service. Ang tawag doon ay selection. Okay. Choosing from among the candidates the most suitable person. Okay? Next. Thirdly is the so-called appraisal. Appraisal means it is the process of measuring performance. Ito naman ay para sa mga nasa in-service na or mas kilala ito bilang performance evaluation. That yearly, every SEM ay nagkakaroon ng evaluation para makita at ma-monitor kung itong police officer na ito, itong policeman na ito ay effective or efficient sa kanyang trabaho. So nire-rate yan, tinitignan yung kanyang performance, yung kanyang accomplishment, the way siya magtrabaho, paano ang kanyang ethics, lahat ng mga pwedeng i-rate sa isang empleyado to determine if he is still fitted to work doon sa organization ay ginagawa yan ng organization, and that is called appraisal. Or mas kilala bilang performance evaluation. Okay? It is the process of measuring the performance of every police member. Okay, next. Fourthly, we have these activities. Training. Training is the act of improving the ability required in the current job. Okay? May mga schooling, may mga seminars, may mga workshop na ginagawa para ma-refresh or ma-equip or mas madagdagan ang kanilang knowledge patungkol sa kanilang trabaho. Okay? So yan ay pinoprovide ng organization. Every now and then, mayroong training, may seminars, may workshop, attend sa mga convention, schooling, for how many days, para siya ay talagang maging fit at madagdagan ang kanyang knowledge at maging effective pa sa kanyang current job or current position. Ang tawag dyan is training. Okay? Next. Development. Development is the act of improving the ability required in the future job. Let's say, ikaw ay promotable na at ikaw ay nagpapapromote. So, hindi ka mapopromote kung wala kang appropriate na training or schooling na ginawa na intended at kailangan doon sa future job mo, sa bagong trabaho mo, sa bagong position na ibibigay sa iyo, kaya kailangan mong maging familiar, ma-equip, maging ready sa bagong description ng iyong trabaho. At ang tawag dyan is development. Yung training sa current position, no changes, pero kailangan makabisado mo at additional knowledge, additional learnings para mas maging effective ka sa current job mo. Ang activity na ginagawa is training. Now, in development, in the future job, once na ikaw ay na-promote at ikaw ay naangat sa mas mataas na position at kailangan mong maging familiar or makabisado ang bagong trabaho, then you need this activity, development. So, 5 staffing activities Number one is recruitment, encouraging applicants to apply or to submit their application to your organization. And selection is choosing the best applicants among the best. Okay, na magiging suited or fitted sa trabaho ng isang organization. Thirdly is appraisal or the so-called performance evaluation. Ito naman ay ginagawa to determine at matest, malaman kung ikaw ba ay still effective or fitted sa iyong trabaho through performance evaluation. You will be evaluated based on your style of work, to your job, to your performance. And then fourth is training for the current job and development for the future job. So those are the 5 different staffing activities concerning dito po sa police administration. Next, what is the next in rank rule in relation to selection? Next in rank rule, meaning the next in rank rule states that the appointing authority must prioritize the selection of the next in rank, or mas tinatawag na seniority. Okay? Na kung sino yung mga nauna, supposed to be sa next na promotion or next na advancement of rank or position ay yung mga nauna, hindi yung mga nahuli, kundi yung mga nauna na qualified naman ay doon magbe-base ng selection ang higher authority. So parang ganon. The appointing authority must prioritize the selection of the next in rank, filling up a vacant position. But ang sabi dito, however, this rule is not absolute, meaning hindi ito nasusunod sa lahat ng pagkakataon. Bakit? Because the appointing authority may still appoint other person aside from the next in rank, provided that he must state the reason of not complying with said rule. Okay? Yan po ang principle ng next in rank rule in relation to selection. Bagamat ay ang dapat na mauna ay yung mga seniors, but hindi sa lahat ng pagkakataon ito ay nasusunod, but ito ay still upon the discretion of the appointing authority, provided that they must state the reason of not complying with said rule. Okay, so yun yung justification. Next, coordinating. Another function of police organization is coordinating, meaning it is the manner of integrating the different element within and outside of an organization into harmonious relationship. Within means inside the police organization, the different units, different section, different department, different division of an organization ay, ang sabi dito, mahalaga na magkaroon ng proper coordination among and between the units of the organization. And of course, ang sabi, and not only within, but outside of an organization. Outside of an organization, like sa NBI, like sa jail, sa fire, and different law enforcement agencies, and even sa community, ay mahalagang merong coordination between police organization and this organization and agencies and even community na labas sa kanilang organization. Ang tawag sa principle na yan is coordinating. Sa function ng police administration is coordinating. Now, reporting means the making of detailed account of activities, work progress, investigations, and unusual in order to keep everyone informed or on what is going on. So reporting, dapat i-centralize lahat na nangyayari sa mga istasyon sa buong province ay nire-report yan sa province. And then from province to region, from region to central headquarters ng police organization. That is reporting. Why? Dahil yan ay mahalaga para every now and then ay nai-inform ang lahat ng members ng kapulisan. Okay? Ang tawag dyan is reporting. Another is recording. It is the system of classifying and compiling written communications going inside and going outside of an organization. Okay? Next, last one is budgeting. Budgeting means it is the forecasting in detail of the results of an officially recognized program of operations based on the highest reasonable expectations of operating efficiency. Budgeting, isa sa napakahalagang area or function ng administration is budgeting, allocation of funds, allocation of resources to different units based on their projects, based on their accomplishment, and based on their targets. Okay? Budgeting. So we have these 8, I think. One is planning. Secondly is organizing, directing, and then staffing. And then we have the so-called coordinating, and then reporting, and then recording, and then the last one is budgeting. We have 5 different staffing activities: recruitment, selection, appraisal, training, and development. Okay? Next, principles of efficient police management. What are the different principles concerning the efficiency of police management? Number 1, unity of command or unity of objectives. Unity of objectives means the members of police organization must be motivated by a common thing in accomplishing a common mission. Unity of objective. For example, imagine na lang ninyo kung ang police organization natin ay magkakaiba ang kanilang objective na sinusunod. Yung ito ang binigay ng chief PNP at ibinigay niya sa dalawang deputy niya, deputy chief for administration and deputy chief for operation. But unfortunately, itong dalawang deputy chief na ito ay magkaibang objective. Iba ang tinatahak nito, iba ang tinatahak nito. Imagine kung ano ang mangyayari sa organization na ito na hindi common or hindi united at hindi iisa ang kanilang objective. To tell you, itong organization na ito ay babagsak at masisira. That's why, isa sa principle ng efficient police management sa isang organization, dapat magkaroon ng iisang objective by a common thing in accomplishing a common mission. Para isa lang ang tinatahak, isa ang direction, iba ang gustong maging, isa lang ang maging gustong accomplishment, at isa lang ang sinusunod na direction. So that is number 1, unity of objective. That is very important, not only in the police organization, but even sa iba pang mga organization, agencies na nag-exist, even association, na magkaroon ng unity of objective in their organization. Okay? Next, Scalar chain principle. Scalar chain principle, it is the order of ranks from the highest to the lowest levels of the organization, describing explicitly the flow of authority. Parang ito yung chart of organization, wherein makikita mo doon yung flow of authority. Like for example, sa PNP, nandoon sa chart na yon yung PNP, yung chief PNP, headed by a police director general or police general, and then pababa ng pababa hanggang sa pinaka-lowest position. Usually, pag ganyan yan. So, ang tawag dyan is the scalar chain principle. The order of ranks from the highest to the lowest levels of the organization. Okay? Next. Span of control. Span of control means the maximum number of subordinates that a superior can effectively supervise. Okay? And to tell you, hindi lahat ng mga leaders ay pare-pareho ang kanilang span of control. A superior must manage a number of persons that he effectively control. And not all positions have the same span of control. And not all leaders of different positions have the same span of control. May mga tao na limited lang ang kanilang kayang hawakan. Okay? Meron namang tao na kahit na malawak ang kanyang area, marami siyang mga tao ay kayang-kaya niyang i-manage. So, ang principle ng span of control, kung ano lang ang kaya mong hawakan na ikaw ay magiging effective, dapat hanggang doon ka lang. Kasi pag yan ay sumobra, for sure, ay hindi mo mamamanage ng mabuti ang mga tao at ang iyong opisina or position na hinahawakan. So that is span of control. Now, there are factors affecting the life, the span of control. Factors affecting the span of control. Number one, leadership qualities of the supervisor. So yan po yung sinasabi ko. May mga leadership na very strong, na kahit ilang tao yan, hundreds, thousand, at sa kanyang position ay kayang-kaya niyang hawakan effectively. Now, number two is the nature of the job and the work conditions. So, yan din ang isa sa mga nakaka-apekto pagdating sa span of control. Third is the complexity of task. May mga mahirap, okay, very broad, very technical ang approach. So, hindi mo kailangan ng maraming tao. All you have to do are those people na naka-align doon sa task or doon sa specialization na hinihingi ng trabaho. And of course, letter D, education and skill of the employees. The more na mas mataas ang education, sabi nila, mas madaling hawakan. Pero mayroon nagsasabi, the more na mas nakakapag-aral, nagiging magaling ang hinahawakan mo, the more na mas mahirap mo silang hawakan. So, it can affect education and skills of the employees. Another, unity of command. Unity of command dictates that there should only be one man commanding the unit. You cannot serve two masters. Okay? Yan po ang principle ng unity of command, that there should only be one man commanding the unit to ensure uniformity in the execution of orders. Kaya hindi pwedeng sa isang position ay dalawa ang nag-head. Conflicting yan. Bagamat nagkakaintindihan yan, but there are times na magkaka-contradict sa mga decision. So, malaking problema. There are times na Hindi papabor yung isa at yung isa papabor. Kaya sa isang position is isa lang ang superior officer. Sa PNP, isa lamang ang ating chief, and that is yung pinakamataas, yung police general. Sa armed forces, isa lang ang ating general doon, yung ating pinaka-head ng armed forces. Hindi pwedeng dalawa. Sa bansa na lang natin, isa lang ang presidente. Kasi hindi mo pwedeng pagsamahin at hindi pwedeng magkaroon ng dalawang presidente. Unit of command dictates that there should only be one man commanding the unit. For what reason? To ensure uniformity in the execution of orders. Next, delegation of authority means it is conferring of an amount of authority by a superior position to a lower level position. Okay? Ibibigyan mo sila ng authority na tumayo as if na sila ang head at sila ang in charge doon sa trabaho na yan. But ang sabi ko nga sa inyo, kung ikaw binigyan ng authority, ay meron kang responsibility na kailangan tapusin. But ito ang problema. Pag yan ay nagkaroon ng aberya, ikaw na nagbigay o nag-delegate ng authority doon sa tao, you will be accountable sa kanyang mistake o sa problem na ibinigay niya sa iyong organization. Okay? So, delegation of authority. And then, a superior may delegate some of his duties to his subordinates. For it is impossible for him to perform all the duties that he is required to perform. Okay? But make sure na mapagkakatiwalaan mo yung i-delegate mo, i-assign mo. Kasi ang bounce back dyan ay hindi sa kanya, kundi ikaw na nag-delegate sa kanya. Okay? Next. Hierarchy of authority. It is the relationship between superiors and subordinates. I think na-discuss na to. It serves as the framework for the flow of authority downward and obedience upward throughout the department. Next, specialization. Specialization means the assignment of particular personnel to particular tasks. Okay. The assignment of particular personnel to particular task. At meron dalawang klase ng specialization. One is the specialization of jobs, means the designation of certain activities or tasks as ones that must be performed in a highly technological, scientific, or precise manner. Sa PNP, ano ang mga highly technological, scientific, or precise manners? Like, for example, crime laboratory, that is a specialized area wherein dapat ang nandoon is knowledgeable and expert concerning forensic sciences. Okay? So, yun yung mga specialized areas. Like, for example, ang sabi dito, areas of police specialization includes undercover works, crime scene operations, legal advising, computer works, SWAT operations, and others. Undercover works, ito ay specialized unit wherein para ikaw ay ma-equip dito, you need to undergo trainings concerning undercover works. Okay? So, hindi ka basta-basta iasan dyan. Dapat you are specialized, you are prepared, you are expert in this in this unit para hindi magkaroon ng aberya. Okay? So, ang tawag dyan is specialization of jobs. Okay. Next, another type of specialization is the specialization of people or the designation of particular persons as having expertise in a specific area of work. For example, sa medical field, that is that is one of the specialized units ng PNP. At para ikaw ay mapunta dyan, dapat ikaw ay yan ang iyong specialization. Meaning, you are graduate of medicine, you are graduate of nursing, you are medical technologies. Meaning, ito ay pinag-aralan mo. At ikaw ay expert sa larangan ng medisina. That is specialization of people. Okay? Meaning, sa engineering unit ng PNP, sa mga construction ng mga building. So, ang kukunin dyan ay yung mga tao that is specialized sa area na yan, like mga engineers, architects. So, ang tawag dyan is specialization of people. Okay? Next. Another principle is the chain of command. And chain of command is the arrangement of officers from top to bottom on the basis of rank or position and authority. Chain of command. Meron tayong tinatawag na violation of chain of command. Meaning, ang ikaw na subordinate, hindi ka pwedeng umakyat sa at mag-complain or mag-direct sa hindi mo immediate superior officer. Ang chain of command, dapat pupunta ka muna sa iyong superior, and then ang superior ang siya mag-elevate sa kanyang superior, at bahala sila na mag-elevate doon sa mataas na position kung hindi pa nare-resolve. Ikaw na nasa low-level position, hindi ka pwedeng mag-direct sa pinakamataas. Ang pwedeng mangyari sa iyo is pwede kang kasuhan ng violation of chain of command. Again, chain of command, the arrangement of officers from top to bottom on the basis of rank or position and authority. Next, we have command responsibility. We have the command responsibility. Command responsibility means that immediate commanders shall be responsible for the effective supervision and control of their personnel and unit. Kung inyong matatandaan yung kaso ni Captain Mendoza, yung ng hostage ng mga Chinese national sa Hong Kong national, doon sa Quirino Grandstand. At siya ay naalis sa pwesto not because ay meron siyang ginawang violation, but siya ay natanggal na alis dahil sa kalokohan na ginawa ng kanyang mga subordinates. And because of this principle, this is very strong principle sa police organization, so tinamaan siya ng chain command responsibility. Dahil tao niya yun, at yung tao niya ay gumawa ng krimen, gumawa ng kalokohan, siya bilang immediate supervisor, immediate superior officer ng mga kapulisan niya, ay damay siya at siya ay tinanggal sa police organization. Why? Not because gumawa siya ng krimen, but because of this principle. Command responsibility. That the immediate commanders shall be responsible for the effective supervision and control of their personnel and unit. Okay? Now, organic units in the police service. Ito yung bumubuo sa kapulisan natin. Okay? At meron siyang tatlong organic units. Number one is the operational units. Itong units na ito ang siyang in charge to perform primary or line function. What are those line functions? These are patrol, traffic, investigation, vice control, everything na nandoon sa operation at makikita mo na ito ay ginagawa ng PNP, they are under operational units. And ang sabi ganoon, ang operational units ang siyang merong pinakamalaking officers or number of subordinates. Andi dito ang pinaka-backbone ng ating organization. By the way, ang trabaho ng PNP is to safeguard lives and property, to ensure public safety and public security, to maintain peace and order. So lahat ng mga ito ay makikita mo hindi sa opisina. Pero ang pinaka-main mission ng PNP ay nandoon sa community. So majority ng mga tao, members ng police organization natin ay nandito sa operational units, performing patrol, traffic, investigation, vice control, and everything na kailangan ng community. Okay? Second is the administrative units. Administrative units are those that perform the administrative functions like sa mga personnel and record management, sa finance, sa planning, and sa training. Okay? So yan yung mga nandito sa administrative units. And thirdly, yung pang-third na organic units ng police service is the service units, or sa iba niyan ay ito yung mga auxiliary units. Okay, ano naman ito? Those that perform auxiliary function. Pag sinabi mong auxiliary means support function. Okay, naka-back up sila. Ano itong mga to? These are communication, records, management, supplies, mga uniform nila, mga logistics nila, ano pa, mga sasakyan, procurement, unit, lahat ng yan ay trabaho na under ng service units. Okay? So, 3 organic units in the police service, operational units, more on operation, or they are also considered as line units, and then the administrative, and of course, the service or the support units. Okay? Now, next is functions in a police organization. So itong mga function na ito yung trabaho ng tatlong organic units. Ano yung organic units? Operation, administrative, and service or auxiliary. At itong tatlong ito ay meron silang mga sari-sariling function. Like for example, yung operational unit, ang kanyang function is primary or line function. Ano itong primary or line function? These are the functions that carry out the major purposes of the organization. Kung bakit nag-e-exist ang ating police organization, it is because of their mandates na ano yun? Delivering purpose of the organization, yung 5 activities na ating na-discuss. Another, delivering the services and dealing directly with the public. And this function is the backbone of the police department. Examples are police patrolling, traffic duties, crime investigation, vice control job, or yung police community relation. Lahat ng yan ay trabaho ng primary or line functions. Okay? Next, we have the staff or administrative function. Pag sinabi natin staff or administrative function, so yung kanina primary is trabaho yan o function yan ng operational unit. This is staff or administrative functions ang may trabaho dyan ay yung administrative unit na ang focus is to support the line function and assist in the performance of the line function. Okay? Examples of the staff functions are planning, research, budgeting, and legal advice. Okay? Next, we have the auxiliary function. Auxiliary function means the functions that involving logistical operations of the organization. Example, training, communication, maintenance, record, management, supplies, equipment management. More on support lang ang kanilang ginagawa sa organization. Okay? Next. Planning. Planning or police planning is the process of setting goals. We discussed this a while ago. Developing strategies and outlining tasks and schedules to accomplish the goal. Another definition, it is the act of thinking about the future. Thinking about what the future would be and thinking about what we need to do now to achieve it. And it is the act of linking present actions to future conditions. At ang sabi dito sa principle ng planning, one important part of planning is creativity. Okay? Being creative. And there are different types of creativity. And one of that is the imitation. Okay? So ano itong imitation na ito? It is the act of using plans, programs, methods, and the like developed by others. Nangopya ng strategies. May masama ba sa pangungopya? Sa pangungopya ng exam, masama yan. But sa pangungopya ng strategies at itong strategies na ito ay effective at tested, then walang problema. Hindi masama. Dahil ito naman ay magdudulot ng mabuti. Okay? So that is number one, imitation, the act of using plans developed by others. Second, inductive reasoning. Meaning, it moves from specific to the more general. Okay, paano yan? Example, an increase in the number of citizen complaints against policemen may mean there are problems in police training and supervision. Ulitin ko an increase in the number of citizen complaints against policemen. Dati usong-uso yan. Okay, nirereklamo ang napakaraming mga policemen. Ibig sabihin nun ay merong problema pagdating sa training and supervision ng kapulisan. Ang tawag dyan is inductive reasoning. It moves from specific to the more general. Okay? That is the second type of creativity, inductive reasoning. Now, thirdly, is the deductive reasoning. Kung yung kanina is from specific to general, in deductive reasoning is from general to specific. Okay? Example, if an organization assumes that the primary role of the police is to maintain order, and then it specifies that the policies and procedures that are necessary to implement this assumption. Ito ang trabaho ng kapulisan. More on general, safeguarding of lives and property and maintaining peace and order. Now, very broad. Paano mo ma-achieve yun? So, gagawa ng policy from general hanggang sa specific policies on how to achieve yung pinaka-main objective at pinaka-main mission ng police organization. So, ito na yung mga policies, rules, ganito, para ma-achieve yung pinaka-main purpose, and that is to safeguard lives and property and maintain peace and order. From general, very broad, to specific, ang tawag is deductive reasoning. Okay, next. Idea linking. Another type of creativity. Individuals participating in planning are encouraged to identify ideas without limitation or inhibitions that might relate to the problem or plan at hand. Ibig sabihin, they are giving chances to express their ideas. Halimbawa, nagpatawag ng meeting, kasama sila sa committee or kasama sila sa project, kasama sila sa programa, then these members are encouraged or required to give their ideas. Ang sabi dito, without limitation. Okay? At sasabihin kung ano ang kanilang idea concerning that certain projects, and then from that ideas ng mga members ay pagsasama-samahin ito, and then sila ay gagawa ng plano at program para ma-implement ito. That is idea linking. Hindi lamang manggagaling sa isa, kundi sa lahat ng members ay magko-contribute para mas maging maayos at mas maging maganda ang kanilang gagawin. Okay? That is number 4, idea linking. So first is imitation, and then inductive reasoning. Third type of creativity is deductive reasoning. And fourthly is the idea linking. Okay, next. Tapusin lang natin itong planning. Important matters that must be considered in planning. Important matters that must be considered in planning. Number 1 is the efficient use of resources. Okay? To make effective decisions about the manner of allocating the resources. Hindi yung waldas, kailangan ay good stewardship, lahat ng ilalabas ng organization ay for sure dapat na mapupunta sa proyekto, sa mga gagawin, mga project, sa public at hindi na ibubulsa. That is efficient use of resources. Goals must be aggressive but realistic. Okay? Goals must be aggressive but realistic. Makatotohanan. Maging agresibo sa kung anong gusto marating, but it must be realistic. Next. Number efficient use of resources pala yun. Second is establishing goals, setting goals that challenge everyone in the organization to strive for better performance. Ambition of the issue is to become a premier university, not only in the Philippines, but in the Asia-Pacific region. So yan yung goal. Okay? Na something na challenging, meaning ang ating university through our president, kay Dr. Mirna Malyari, ang kanyang vision hindi lamang makilala ang TSU dito sa Region 3, not even sa bansang Pilipinas, but in the Asia-Pacific region. Ganyan kataas ang goals na sinet ng Tarlac State University. And it is one of the key aspects of the planning process. And again, goals must be aggressive but realistic. And to tell you, ang TSU ngayon compare before ay malaki ang difference at unti-unti ay na-achieve natin ang vision, ang goal ng ating university to become a premier university in the Asia-Pacific region. Third is managing risk and uncertainty, that even the largest organization cannot control economic and competitive environment around them. Planning encouraged the development of what-if scenarios. Paano kung ganito? Paano ganyan? Where managers attempt to envision possible risk factors and develop contingency plans to deal with them. That is managing risk and uncertainty. Now, team building. Team building, planning promotes team building in a spirit of cooperation. Okay? They will know their responsibilities and their way of assisting and sharing their expertise in order to complete the assigned task. Okay? So, they see how their works contributes to the success of the organization as a whole and can take pride in their contribution. Very important ang aspect nito sa isang organization na bawat isa nagkakaisa-isa na magkakasama, one objective, one goal, at they act as one. For what reason? For the accomplishment and achievement of their goals and objective. Okay? So yan yung ilan sa mga kailangang matutunan natin considering sa planning, pagpaplano. Okay, topic 2 is the historical and development of the police and the law enforcement. So, ikakat natin dito, sa third video natin ay i-discuss natin itong history and development ng police and law enforcement. But for now, hanggang dito lang muna tayo. Thank you for watching and I hope na ito ay naging malinaw. Sa simpleng discussion ay naging clear ito, but kung may mga question, may mga katanungan, clarification concerning our topic today ay i-settle natin yan pag nag-meet tayo through MS Teams. Okay? So, again, thank you very much and God bless.